Okay, good morning, everybody. So I'm Alma Torres-Nguyen, and I work for Kauai Delta as a community outreach manager. And I'm also very proud to say that I'm a board member here at FoodLink. And so today I am going to be showing you how to do spring rolls. And spring rolls are a Vietnamese dish. So some of you may know that my husband happens to be Vietnamese. And that's one of the dishes that they make traditionally. And over the years, I've grown to like them. I can't say at the very beginning I love them, but I really grown to like them. Okay, so then these are the ingredients that we're gonna need for our spring rolls today. Of course, you're gonna need your rice paper. It looks like this, and this is the perfect size. I really like this one. You're gonna need some rice noodles. These are linguine, but there's such a variety of rice noodles. If you like them thinner, you can get them thinner. It just depends on what you like. And then we already have our noodles here all nice and cooked and ready to go. And the trick to doing the noodles, you can boil the water and then put them in a bowl like this, and then just pour the boiling water over it to soften them about 15 minutes, and then just rinse them really well to get rid of the starch and put them back on your bowl, in your bowl. These are all the other ingredients, all the fresh veggies that we need. So we have the nice crisp lettuce leaves. We have the purple cabbage, which is crunchy and loaded with antioxidants and vitamins. And then of course we have the carrots. This is an English cucumber. This one's also really crunchy and delicious. And then the julienned red bell peppers, and some soft avocado here, slices. And then for protein, today we're gonna be using shrimp. So you wanna, it depends how you like them. You can use them whole, or you can cut them crossways so they look nice and pretty. And then the other ingredient that you need is mint leaves. This really gives it a good flavor at the end. But you can also use basil. You can use other type of herbs that you may like. Okay, so that's for the noodles. And then for the sauce, you're gonna need some creamy, soft peanut butter. So today we have this one, which is already nice and soft. Sometimes when you get it, it's not, it's a little bit hard because you keep it in the refrigerator. But you can just take it out, put it in a bowl, and microwave it for a few seconds, like 15 seconds, to soften it up a bit. So this is one of the main ingredient of the peanut sauce is we need peanut butter. This one is nice and creamy. It's creamy and unsalted, as you can see there. And so we're gonna put the whole thing into our bowl. And this one, it takes a little bit of massaging because it can get pretty thick. So you gotta use your muscles and really massage it to make it nice and soft. So sometimes when it's a little bit, you can feel as you're doing it, it's still a little bit thick. You can always add a little bit of water to help soften it up. So while I'm doing this, I can tell you a little story. Every time that when I introduce myself at meetings and different things like that, I always say Nguyen, right? My last name is Nguyen. And so once in a while I get some people that say, why do you say Nguyen? It should be Gwen. So the reason that I do that is because according to my husband, really, it's almost impossible to say the last name correctly unless you speak Vietnamese really well, because it's a lot of intonation how you say the last name. And so that's why he doesn't mind if we say Nguyen or Gwen. So sometimes it's, I'm just borrowing his name. I don't know. Okay, so then to this, we're gonna add, it's quite a bit of peanut butter. So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. And if you know hoisin sauce, it's a a little bit sweet and tangy sauce, but it gives a lot of flavor. So we're gonna use 2 of those. That's it, nice and rich. And I'll just set it right here. And then also, if you like it a little bit spicy, you can always add some sriracha or some pepper flakes is fine. Okay, so we'll just do this and we'll add 1 tablespoon of sriracha in case some people can't take the heat. Okay, so there we go. Our sauce is nice and ready. And to this, you can also add just a sprinkle of the sesame seeds for looks or for taste if you happen to like that. So we're gonna set our sauce right over here, so it'll be ready for our spring rolls. Okay, so now we are ready to assemble our spring rolls. Okay. And to do that, we're going to need 2 plates. The reason we need 2 plates is we need one to help us soften the rice paper. So if you have you're gonna need that plate, you add a little bit of water, just enough to place the rice paper in there and take it out. So see, it looks like this. It's a little bit hard. You put it in, make sure that it gets, sometimes you might wanna turn it over, make sure it gets nice and it all touches the water. And then that's it. Then you put it on your plate where you're gonna assemble it there, and by the time that you're done putting all the ingredients on there, it'll be soft enough. So we have another trick is to make sure you don't overstuff it, because then it's gonna be really hard to roll it up, okay? So you can put your lettuce there. If you want the noodles, you can put a few noodles on there. We're just gonna put a few tiny ones here. And then a little bit of this. A couple of carrots. Another thing that I like to add is the green onions. I like the stems. I just cut them down on there about this size as the cucumber, and I add those too because I really like those. One of these, one avocado, and the lettuce leaves. And you don't need too much. Like I said, the mint leaves have a lot of flavor, so you only need 2. And for the shrimp too, it just depends how much you want to put on there. We usually put 3. Okay, and then you're ready to wrap. And so you gotta do it. You gotta think kind of like a burrito. So you do the sides first, and then you pick up the front area and you just roll it. And you gotta make sure that you tuck in the corners and make sure that they're nice and tight. So it looks just like this. It doesn't have to look perfect, but it's gonna be just fine. It takes a little time to get used to it, to the rolling, but I'm sure in no time you'll be able to do it even better than me. Okay, so now we're ready to eat. We have our sauce ready to go, and then we have our spring rolls also all nice and assembled, different sizes. They don't have to be perfect. And then what you want to do is just take a dollop of the sauce, as much as you want, put it on the side, just like that. And you're ready to try it. We're ready to try our spring rolls. So I'm gonna try this one, which is more of a veggie one. And then you just dip it in the peanut sauce. Remember, the peanut sauce is what gives it the flavor. Okay, so we have our plate all assembled, and we're gonna go ahead and try our spring rolls. So you dip it. Remember that the sauce is what gives it a lot of flavor. And let's see how they came out. Yep, this is delicious, easy peasy. Okay, so that's our recipe for today. Thank you all for joining us. I hope that you do give it a try. You can see that it's a perfect recipe for the summer. And you can use it as a side dish, you can use it as a snack. It's really healthy and nutritious. And so I just want to thank FoodLink for offering this type of educational videos or fun videos for the community to try and cook with us. We'd love for you to try our recipes. And have a great day, have a great weekend.